Hello everybody, it's Jordan Computer Scientist here, and I made a GUI for my savings calculator. So for those of you that don't know, I actually made a savings calculator as one of my first projects when I first started YouTube close to a year ago. It was a very simple program. It just asks like 3 questions, and then whatever you entered, it'll give you either how much you've made by the end of the amount of months that you want to save, or how long it's going to take you to save the certain amount that you would like to save, if that makes sense. But now it just kind of tells you how much money you're going to have after a certain amount of months that you're going to be saving for. So if I just hop into my environment on here in Eclipse, I have the original program right here. At least I think this is the original. And as you can see over here on the console, it just asks, hold on, there we go. Just in case some people couldn't see. How much money do you have? $7. How much money are you saving every month? $2. How many months do you plan on saving? 8. You're gonna have $23 after 8 months. But I imported my scanner, and I have my public class for savings calc. That's just the name and stuff. So I had to declare 3 variables. So money had is your current, like the amount of money that you have, and then money saving is the amount that you plan on saving every month, and then money goal is how many months you plan on saving. And then I have my scanner, which just takes user input, and right here's all that. And then right here I have an if else statement. So basically the only reason this if else statement is here is because if the amount of months is higher than 12, I want to give like a more accurate display of the months, rather than just 24 months or stuff like that. Like it'll say 2 years. So like for example, I'm just gonna put basically the same things in here, but for the amount of months that I'm going to be saving, I'll just put like 36, and it'll give me back 3 years instead of 36 months. But that's exactly what my GUI is over here. This is the program that actually creates the graphical user interface. So as you can see up here, I had to import my grid layout, which put all my text fields on one side and then all of my J labels on another side. I had to import my J frame to create the window, J button to create the button, the option pane to create the pop-up window that happens when you click the button, sonar, my J label, which labels my text fields, a scanner so you can get user input, an action event, and an action listener so things can happen when you click things. I don't really need J panel. I keep forgetting that I don't need that, but it's in here because I thought I needed it in the beginning, never used it. And then J text field to have a text field so the user can input text. So right here I have my class, which is save. I named it save. So public class save extends JFrame so I can create my JFrame, and action listener so I can create events that happen when things are clicked on my GUI, graphical user interface. So as you can see here, I created 3 variables again. They're all doubles, but for some reason I didn't name them the same. I don't know why, but current money is the amount of money that you currently have. Goal money is the amount of months that you plan on saving, and then how many months that you want to save is monthly saved. I hope you're still following along with me. So I also have my scanner, user input to get user input, and then right here I have my J text field. So these 3 text fields are just going to be like text fields that's on the right hand side of the screen, and then these J labels are just going to be the labels that's on the other side of the screen. Right here I declare my button, and I named it calculate. So inside of the button is going to say calculate, so you can calculate whatever you have. So right here is where I create my JFrame, right? Everything with the buttons, all of it, right? So current equals new J text field. So I actually create the text field with current, goal, and monthly. So cur, which is short for current, so I can match them all up. Plan is goal, and then month is monthly. So these are the J labels. So these are what's going to be on the side of the text fields. And then I have my J button, calculate, right here. And then I have button.add action listener this, so that when I click a button, something actually happens with the button. So right here I have set layout to new grid layout 4.2, which is, I have 4 items going vertically and then 2 sideways. So that's how I have like 4 text fields, and then No, I have 3 text fields, and I have 1 on the bottom for the button, and then I have 3 J labels, and then the button on the bottom. And then right here I have this dot set size, so it just sets the size of the window. And then I have close on default operation, so when I hit the X, it closes. I named it savings calculator, so that should be at the top. And then set visible true, so you can actually see the window. And then all this just kind of adds all this to my frame, so it can actually display. Because without this, actually, let me run it and just show you guys. I have to run it from main. So as you can see, I have all these text fields here. I don't know how to adjust the sizes of my buttons and text fields. Please don't judge me, still learning. But if I comment this out, like I want to show you, and then I run it from main, obviously, you don't have anything. So you have to add everything to the window, because if you don't, you're just gonna get a blank screen and you're gonna be sad because you just have a blank screen and you're gonna be stressed. Not that I was when I was making this, I knew. So a little background right here, because I had trouble with this. I didn't have this here. When I created this, save had a red underline under it, and it said add unimplemented elements, add unimplemented something. So I clicked that, and then basically this was here. I just changed Argo 0 to X. But when I started doing the button, nothing was happening when I clicked it. So I looked at my old project and I saw that I had button.addListener.newListener, that, and it was working. But the problem with that was when I got this working, it wasn't working because this needs to be on the outside for some reason. And at first I had my main, the main method inside of save.java for some reason. So I just took that out because I felt like it would all look ugly. So I just kind of left that down here. There's nothing in here, but without it, it won't work. I'll show you that it doesn't work. See? And wait, it looks like it might be, oh God, it worked. Oh, nope. See, there's the error. But like at first it wasn't even running. But yeah, see, I have this, it says add unimplemented methods. So I added that, and then I didn't get that error anymore. So I just kind of left it the way it is. I was frustrated when I was making this. So when it started working, I didn't look into why it worked, which I mean, I am going to do. I was just, after a certain amount of time, when I get something working, I say yes. I get a chocolate milkshake, and then I go back to it later to see everything else that I missed. So as I look here and I go through everything, how much money do you have? 6. How many months do you plan on saving? 8. And how much money do you plan on saving every month? 15. You will have $126 after 8 months of saving. So I can also change this to 15 months. Now this won't be like an exact number, it's going to be like a decimal because 15 doesn't divide evenly into 12. You're going to have $6,218 after 1.25 years. So if you actually do the math, I think that's like a year later in March, because, well, if you're starting in January. But yeah, I just think this is cool. But for some reason my title isn't showing, and as you can see, like everything is extremely big. So obviously I have to work on like adjusting size. I believe when I was learning JavaScript, still am learning, just been doing homework a lot. But I believe when I was learning JavaScript, they called it an interactive interface. Like when you move it up and down and over, and everything scales. But I'm going to learn how to do that within Java, and I'm going to keep on learning JavaScript, and I'm going to keep on improving on my C programming so I can become the best computer scientist that there ever was in this household. Well, that's all I have to show you for today. I'm going to go back to studying for my tests that I have to take. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social medias on Instagram and Twitter. My name is Jordan the CS, and I'm going to see all of you in my next video. Thank you for watching.
I'm insecure still, and she's starting to notice. She think my feelings are bogus, but really she is my bonus. I don't like how because